What's poppin', y'all? It's a shame I gotta do this when we were just giving Leray her props the past couple of weeks, or the past month or so. But we gotta talk about it. Her sales are horrendous. Keep in mind, I've seen a lot of people copping pleas for Leray right now. Then they're saying, "Oh no, this isn't a big deal." So Leray sold 10K first week with her new album Koi, and it debuted at 102 on Billboard's 200. So some people that listened to the album were saying it was great. My question is just like, where's the attention at? Some people made some convincing arguments about the type of artist Leray is. So I'm just going to start off with some defense. I'll give the defense argument before I go prosecutorial on Leray. So the defense argument is, hey, Leray is not an albums artist. She's a singles artist. She delivers hits, this and that, and pretty much she's kind of a personality. She's very famous. She's a lot more famous than her music is. I think people that know who Leray is, or maybe even follow her, may not even know she makes music, which is a fault on not only Leray but her team, because everyone should know that. And if they do, I don't think there's enough of an incentive or them even wanting to check out what she has to deliver in music terms. That's kind of a decent defense. However, we have to look at it from the perspective of, all right, what hits does Leray really have? Because right now, she just dropped an album, right? So if she's a singles-based artist, which they're kind of trying to paint her as the Tyga of the female Tyga. So Tyga has always had hits. We know that. Non-stop hits, really, for over a decade. And his albums have always flopped. His albums have never sold well in comparison to the level of fame and how big his hits were. That's always been a recurring theme. So Tyga is the prototypical singles artist. I mean, if you want to go more extreme than Tyga, you can go like Flow Rider or something. But let's keep it at Tyga. Now, if we want to attribute Tyga to Leray, which I think is a little bit sunning Tyga, we got to see what hits Leray has had. And people overestimate her hits because of how big they were on social media or just TikTok. Now, she's had some platinum songs. No More Parties ended up going platinum. I think double platinum. That was largely pushed by radio. But let's just look at Leray's Hot 100 entries. Remember that song where they were like, yo, Twin and Him, that went crazy? No, Twin and Him did not go crazy. Twin and Him never hit the Hot 100. That was not a hit. You just heard it on TikTok. You heard it on social media. It was a jingle for 15 seconds. All right, 10 days, let's call it. And then it was gone. It never charted. So Twin and Him is not a hit. They even got DaBaby on it, and it didn't chart. So get Twin and Him out of here. Moving forward, we have Big Purr, the one with Pooh Shiesty. That one, it peaked at number 69 on the charts. So that was not a hit. And it stayed on the charts for 3 weeks, and then it was up and out of there. It was a poppin' song, but it was not a hit. Blick Blick with Nicki Minaj, their first collaboration together, that one had a great debut. I think it peaked at number 37. That's the first week. And then it fell off the charts 4 weeks later. So that wasn't a hit either. Now we're starting to run low on songs. There's Self Love with Metro Boomin and Leray, but that was off the Metro Boomin album. That's really a Metro Boomin song, but we'll give her credit for that. That's been on the charts for 4 weeks now, or it spent 4 weeks, and it peaked at number 54. Now it's out of the charts. So that one's gone. We're finally left with the two real Leray hits. One, which was No More Parties with Lil Durk. That was in 2021, so 2 years ago, over 2 years ago, and that spent 20 weeks on the charts. That's a legitimate hit. We got to be completely fair here. So that's one hit that Leray has had. That's not a solo hit either. Then there's Players, which spent 26 weeks on the charts, and it peaked at number 9. It's no longer on the charts right now. So it had its run. It was also a radio hit. That one is also a hit. Keep in mind, though, it's a remix or a remake of an already popular song. Well, we're going to give credit to her. We're not going to knock her off for that one or dock her for that one. So 2 hits. The album just dropped. If she's such a Tyga type, number one, she would have had way more hits in the 3 years since she blew up in the game. And number two, where is her hit now that was on her album? The only hit, or the only song that she currently has on the Hot 100 is a David Guetta song, the Baby Don't Hurt Me song, which, if we're going to be fair again, that is a remake of an already popular song. You're throwing one of the biggest DJs, producers, name on it. I believe it's his song because there is a David Guetta song on Koi's album, but that's not the same one. Now, we got to give credit to Coi Leray a little bit. She didn't just do a rendition of the remake. She dropped an actual verse on that song. So her part in the song is not copying the old one. And that makes it less of her song because she just has a verse on it. It's not like she's the main chorus. It's not like she's the main artist on there. So this is a feature. So where's Coi Leray's hit right now if she's a singles artist, a Tyga-based artist? There is none. So that's why this argument kind of falls flat. Now, if there's any other defense points I can think of, this is Coi Leray's second album, but her previous album, it's doing just as much as her previous album, which did about 9K. And now she's actually had a hit leading up to it. So where is the investment? Where are the fans? That's what I'd like to know. Because it seems like a lot of girls love Coi Leray, but where are they when the music drops? You got people like Glorilla outselling her. We got Lucky doing 4 times Coi Leray. How does that happen? Well, I know how it happens. You have a guy that's actually grinding for 8+ years and building a fan base slowly instead of just booming up. Now, if we take a more attack instead of defense on Coi Leray, I don't know how good this album is. I will give it a chance because, like I've said, Coi Leray has been dropping some good stuff. I haven't been hating on her music. In the past, her music was straight garbage. I've always said that. So I'm not going to judge this one. I'm going to listen to it tonight after I get off of this. But me having listened to it before this has nothing to do with, or me not having listened to it before this has nothing to do with whether or not the album sold well or not, because it's just a matter of people knowing about it and people having wanted to listen to it, which they didn't in the first week. And debuting at 102, that's spooky. That's really spooky. So Coi Leray either needs to keep catching hits, maybe drop an EP. If she wants to just have hits and also drop projects, and her projects sell so low and people not to care, then she has to deliver more hits. We need to see her like Doja Cat. Doja Cat's delivering non-stop hits. I mean, she had like 3 songs in the top 10 or something. Well, she would have multiple songs in the Hot 100 consistently. So Doja Cat is a hit maker and her albums sell well. That being said, Coi Leray is nowhere near as big as Doja Cat yet. However, her music is getting better. Talent level is incomparable. Let's just be honest here. I mean, most of these male rappers' talent level is incomparable when it comes to Doja Cat. I think Coi Leray has to pick a lane, whether it's be singles artist, have smash hits, and she needs to deliver another smash hit before the end of the year because Players has already left the charts. Like I said, it had staying power. I mean, it was there for many, many weeks. It was there for several months. I think maybe 4 weeks in a month. It was there 26. Let me run the quick numbers. That's what, max 7? We'll call it almost 7. So it was on the chart for 6 months, which is a lot. But basically, we need another hit from Coi Leray by the end of the year. It's kind of, she's on a hit cycle. We also got to see what DDG sells. Because if Coi Leray, and I think I'm dropping a DDG video if I haven't already. If Coi Leray sells the same as DDG, this is horrific and there's no excuse for it. DDG does not have a hit. DDG does not have the fame, the success, the mainstream attention that Coi Leray is having. And if he's outselling her, man, not even a smash hit can excuse these numbers. Like if Coi Leray did a smooth 15, 20K, I'd be like, all right, it is what. Now actually, 20K. If Coi Leray did 20K, I wouldn't even have this level. I would be one of the defenders. Because at that point, I'm like, yo, 20K, like how much more do y'all want? You expect Coi Leray to drop 50K? We know that's not true. What conversations are you seeing happen about Coi Leray's music on the internet, like you're seeing happen to rappers that are, or music artists that are a tenth of her size or her fame on following on social media? You see many of those conversations, but you never really see one about Coi Leray. So, I don't expect more than 25K, but if she hit a smooth 20, I'll be like, all right, cool. Yeah, that's a decent job, or that's as expected. But 10? 10? And that's supposed to be the biggest week? Now, the only thing that can remedy this is if one of those songs ends up being a hit, which Republic might work their magic. And if we get a smash hit, then hell, if she gets a hit out of this, then she'll probably start selling more than 10K per week on this album, just from a single hit. I hope that's the case for her. I'm going to check out this album. I'll let you know my thoughts Maybe in a video, or maybe on Twitter, which is at the mind of HY, or maybe on Instagram, which is at helloyassine. I don't know exactly yet, but I will check this out. I'll have my word on that. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed on this channel. Thank you for watching. Peace.